Give people time to get on anyway. Hi everyone. Oh, I just realized we were actually on. Thought it was going to give us a countdown. Anyway, I am LisaMNoble, and in the background you see risse-re, the host of Sip and Makeup, and of course we have our glasses ready to start this just short video to kind of go over some questions that we've received in regards to our Sip and Makeup event on March 25th, and it's coming up. So we wanted to answer some questions, and then we also want to do a tutorial, an eyeshadow tutorial, where each one of us will be doing eyeshadows out of the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and each one of us will be doing a different look, so you can see how versatile this palette is and know that it's worth the money. I think it's like $38. So we'll have Reese will be doing a neutral look, and I will be doing a more bolder look for those who like a lot of color, and to show you that this palette can be used for both. And we also have Reese's daughter Skylar here helping us. They can't see you. You got to come in front of the camera.
Oh, excuse me, I had to clip my hair away.
See this beautiful lady that's going to be helping us with the questions. She just jumped right back out. Anyway, so let's get started. And for those of you who are on the replay, welcome. Those of you who come on while we're actually filming, welcome. Again, my name is LisaMNoble, and this is risse-re. So we'll start first off with some of the questions that we've received. So, Reese, you want to start it off?
I know, as far as me, one of the questions I did receive from ladies is like what exactly they need to bring to the Sip and Makeup. A lot of what the whole basis of the class is for the everyday woman. You don't have to be an experienced makeup artist to participate in the class. Even if you don't have makeup, what we're going to do is we're going to provide you a small list of things that you need to bring. We're not trying to make it overwhelming, because we want to show you how you can possibly do a face before work, or you can, and your face could be buildable. You could do like a 10-minute face, a 15-minute face, where it can build up to something later if you want to have a face for evening time. So we're not trying to make it overwhelming. We're just trying to show you techniques just to enhance your natural beauty. So pretty much that's what makeup is.
Yeah, we like soft looks,
right? It's supposed to enhance
harsh looks.
Yeah, it's supposed to enhance your natural beauty. So that's what we want to show. But one of the questions that I personally received is what to bring. Basically, as far as the class, like for makeup basics, you either need foundation or concealer, makeup brushes, which they do have. Sometimes they have like trial size. I mean, like trial size, but smaller size foundation brushes, eyeshadow brushes. They have them in kits, as well as eyeshadow. Well, one of the plans is we plan to provide an eyeshadow palette to make it a little bit more simplified for everyone, as opposed to you having to feel like those of you who have makeup feeling like you got to bring all the makeup that you have. And that way, that'll be a little bit more easier for you to follow the instructor. So that's one of the questions. Another question: do you have to be experienced? Like we said, no,
you don't. Not at all. From the basics, we go from the basics of full face, starting from the beginning with your eyebrows all the way up to highlighters and contours and things like that. And we tell you what you can do on a regular basis and what you can do when you're trying to jazz it up when you're going out to get your makeup. I mean, when you're going out to an event, if you want to polish it up even more. And one of the questions that I personally got was, what brushes do I have to have? You don't have to have a whole lot of brushes. Like Risa said, you could pick up some brushes at Ulta. You could pick up brushes at your neighborhood beauty supply. As a matter of fact, these brushes right here are Morphe brushes, and right now Ulta is selling Morphe products, and we'll show you a palette that's actually by Morphe. And what you'll see is they have a $18 brush set it's a decent brush set that gives you all the things that you really need for doing a nice eye. And they also have complexion brushes, which are for your face and help you, just polish up your complexion and things like that. Your foundation brushes and things like that. But this is a nice set, and it's $18. It comes in a really cute pouch, which I didn't bring with me. But as you can see, you get 6 brushes for $18. You can't beat that, and they are good brushes. They're good brushes. So these are Morphe, and you can find these at Ulta.
Yeah, like she said, you can because a lot of the brushes that I do personally have, I have a mixture of like high end and low end. I just use what works for me.
Right.
So don't feel like you have to have like a full set of MAC brushes. Don't feel like you have to have like MAC foundation or whatnot. You can have drugstore. It's really good drugstore foundations that are really good. So
Revlon, Maybelline Fit Me.
Yep,
that's really a really good one, and they have all all different shades up to darker than me, and up to the lightest color. So
yeah,
check them out for sure if you're looking for a good foundation and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money.
Black Opal. Black Opal is good. Black Opal is really good if you are a person who needs like full coverage. That's a really good full coverage foundation. And like she was like Fit Me foundation that's built. So that's good.
And what's Revlon? Revlon has a nice one as well that they've always had our shades.
Yeah.
Always had different shades, all the way up to if you want to spend money, you can spend money on a Fenty, which is a very, very nice foundation by Rihanna, her company. Yeah. That's another one. I like Urban Decay Naked.
Naked is really good.
I am the number 12 on the Naked. I think I'm 540 on Fenty.
Cover FX. I can show you like the Fenty bottles.
Yeah. And they have a really good primer, which we'll talk about at Sip and Makeup. What are primers? Why do we need primers?
Yeah. It's like a lot of those questions, and feel free, like if you guys have any questions while we're on here that you have, feel free to ask us any questions while we're on here, and then we'll, even if it's after the live video, we'll come back in and answer whatever questions you have as far as makeup, as far as like skincare, all those questions. Because skincare, just as well as the makeup is important, the skincare is very important because that's the foundation of the makeup, because you want to have skincare before you apply the makeup. I have some of the things that I do, questions I get is like from clients who have like the oily skin. They feel like they possibly don't have to moisturize the skin, but we all need moisture. Because of course, all of us are getting older. That's inevitable. We're all getting older. And then the skin is the largest organ on our body. So we want to keep that moisturized and hydrated. And also comes into drinking water and what we put inside our body as well.
Yeah, wine might not be that good for your skin, but we still like wine.
Well, you're not drinking wine just all day.
Don't drink wine all day.
Yeah.
Now, we get the question a lot of times, well, what can I do about my wrinkles? Speaking of the skin. A lot of times I tell people, yes, moisturize, but of course it's genetics and we're all going to get older. But you must moisturize at night and during like in the morning when you wake up after you wash your face, because that can help. And, pulling on the skin, we don't want to pull and tug. So you want to be gentle with your skin. But there's really no way to stop the wrinkling process. But you can age gracefully if you moisturize and actually exfoliate the skin, because it can get very, very dry and we want to get that dead skin off. But there's really no answer to wrinkling. I think a lot of it is just genetics. If your parents wrinkled early, then we all are going to get wrinkly. But we can fight it by moisturizing.
Yeah, it's inevitable. We're all getting older, but we want to age gracefully.
Yes.
Remember that. You want to age gracefully. And like I said, it's about what you taking care of your body. Drinking your water, eating right, exercise, and all that is a major plus.
Yeah, Reese got me doing this crazy boxing class.
Kickboxing.
It's kicking my butt, y'all.
Yeah.
It's not just kickboxing. It's wearing me out, but I do like it when I'm there. But when I get home, yeah, I'm out.
Helps tighten your skin up.
Yeah, it helps a lot of things.
Yeah.
We all got to work out. It doesn't stay tight.
All right.
Unfortunately, like it should. So as we get older, we got to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
So who's online with us? I see somebody's watching us. You want to ask a question, and we will try to answer. Tell us who's there.
And where are you from?
Yeah, where are you from? Are you here in Michigan? Are you coming to Sip and Makeup? Will we see you there?
Hopefully so.
Yeah, hopefully so. We would love to see you all there.
I'm sorry if I'm moving around. I'm trying to get organized. I had a long day. So, and then we're here at my sister and I salon in Southfield. Our salon is called Beauty Chic Hair Studio. Yeah. So if you see like the hair products and everything behind us, we're at our salon right now.
Hey, cuz, how you doing? What's going on? You coming to our Sip and Makeup? Okay, so let's see. We're going to get started with these eyeshadow tutorials. I'm going to go real bold because she's going neutral. So I got to take it up. Let me see, can I move it up? I am going to do a teal. I'm going to use these colors here. I'm trying to get situated. So these teals for a really bold look. I'm great. Doing good. Thank you for asking. Okay. And thank you for watching.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So we're using the same palette again, Jaclyn Hill. If you're just coming on and you don't know what palette we're using, she's going to do a neutral look and I'm going to do a bold look. Now, both of us can do either or. It's just that we chose to do this so you can see a variety of looks and get a feel for, what you're going to see at the next Sip and Makeup on March 25th here in Southfield, Michigan. And we hope to see you all there. And you get your tickets. So,
yeah, before spaces fill up.
Yeah, before spaces. They are limited.
What we both did, we did prep our skin ahead of time. As far as myself, usually what I do to prep my skin, as far as the moisturizers I use, I'm a big Oil of Olay fan.
I use Aveeno.
Yeah. So I moisturize my skin. As far as my foundation I use today, this is the Fenty Beauty, what we just spoke about.
I use
this is the primer.
Too. Yep, me too.
And here's the Fenty Beauty that I use. And I am number 440.
And I'm 450. So yeah. I'm a little darker than she is. And I have 460. 460 gets a little redder tone. And it may be my summer color. Mm-hmm. And then there's still darker colors beyond that.
Yeah.
Who else is on? Shout out. Let us know where that you're here and where you're from. I know Ms. Speedy Loving Life is here in Detroit because that's my cousin, and I appreciate you coming on. Okay. Show them what look you think you're gonna do, Reese.
I'll be doing more neutrals, and with me, I like to wing it. I don't know. Yeah. I just don't know because it's like I love the colors.
Yeah, the colors are really pretty.
The colors are very, very pretty.
They're pretty in this palette.
Yes. And so I like they do have some nice shimmers in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just start.
I'm thinking, of course, I start with my transition color,
mm-hmm.
which my transition color. Well, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start with this color right here.
Mm-hmm. And transition color, you use a fluffy brush similar to this with a bevel, and it's real fluffy, and you do what do you call it? Windshield wiper motions. Hey, Marsha, y'all coming in from Flint? Marsha has come to one of our classes, and we really enjoy her and her friend. Ready to sip with you, lady. So if you have any questions, please add some questions in, and Skylar will tell us, so she'll make sure that we don't miss anything.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay. My transition color, which this palette has those as well. I'm going to go with a more, with this orangey color. I don't know if she chose the same one. There we go. She might have chose the same one, but that's usually the transition color for us. Darker women, dark-skinned women, is more of an orangey tone.
And the cool part about it is, like with makeup, it's really all about blending.
Yep.
So, say for instance, if you wanted to do a yellow for a transition color, you could.
You could
start out with the yellow and do it, but it's all about the blending. Mm-hmm. That's the most important part about makeup, is blending. Remember that.
Yep. Okay.
So we're going to get started.
Situated here.
Like I said, excuse me, I'm trying to get self-organized.
So
I'm always late.
Move in. Okay. So as you can see, I am doing windshield wiper motions in just above my crease with this reddish tone color. There we go. And this is the transition color.
Like I said, I'm going in with the brown. Windshield wiper motions, just like Lisa said. And I'm bringing this up.
Now, it's, we may do some things differently, just because it's your own interpretation of how you do your makeup, but at the end result, that's all that really matters.
Yeah. You can see what I'm doing. Trying to stay within the camera. So you can see.
There we go.
And like I said, I did prep my skin.
Yeah.
I did the brows, and also what I did for my brows is I concealed under the brows, so it gave it like a little light highlight under it, which is good. You can also do that, like if you don't want to do a highlight, you can just use your concealer, and then just blend the transition color up within it.
Now, why do you highlight the brow? You highlight the brow because it just brings attention, and it makes it even better if you don't have your brows done. It can clean it up. Where you might have some hairs in here, and you put that highlight. How many colors should you use? It depends on you.
Yeah, you can use 2.
You can use 2. You can use 3. Some people use 4.
Yep. And it too, like what you can also do is like you can do something where you take it from day to night. Like, say, for instance, you're getting ready for work, because we want to make this simple as possible. So, like, for you, so it's not confusing. So, like, say, for instance, you're getting ready for work and you want to do something quick, 15-minute face. Like I said, like I said before, with the brows, you can take the concealer down. Yeah. You can also just go in, you can do your transition color. Then you can also go in with the crease color. And sometimes with that, with the concealer, once you bring the lighter concealer down and you go in with that crease color, it'll give you, you'll be able to see the contrast right then. And that could be it. Put your eyeliner on and go. Mm-hmm. You don't have to put like 5 or 6 colors. And then, say, for instance, you're going out later and you want to build off of that, then you can add like a little bit of color like in the corners and keep going. Yeah. You can also do something where you can do something real neutral, because there's days where I just go, I'm not really feeling like doing like a lot of shadow. I'll do the concealer and everything, like I said, and I'll go back over. What I'll do is I'll go back over my lid with just a bronzer, just a shimmer, just a bronzer across the lid. put my liner on, and I'll pop on just a simple lash. And that's it. It'll give it the appearance that I have on eyeshadow. And it's quick. And that can be done like in about 10, 15 minutes.
Concealer helps to brighten this area. I know some women have hyperpigmentation where they have darkness around their eyes. That's very common with African American women. And concealer is a way that you can bring that discoloration down. And sometimes that's all I wear to go like to the grocery store or whatever. If I wear makeup on the weekends, and that's what like I had when I first came on, just covering up that darkness around my eyes, and it just brightens you.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see, Skylar, do we have any questions? No. Let me see. Let's see. Hey Rhonda, how you doing? So Rhonda says, I have dark circles. What's the best corrective color and concealer? I use MAC, and for me it would be NW45. I would probably use like an NW40 on you.
And another thing, matter of fact, I can grab it. Well, actually, it's right here. Okay, here it is right here. I'm sorry. Palette right here. Okay, what you can do if you have dark circles under the eyes, like before you put on your foundation or your concealer, with African American women, you can go in and use an orange. And what the orange does, it removes the darkness.
Yeah.
And so you can put the orange on. You can take just a little bit of orange, dab it up under the eyes, and then you can put your concealer on top of that. Or you can put your foundation on top of it.
Now this is a MAC product.
Yeah,
I'll grab LA Girl also
LA Girl.
has that those as well.
And this one you can get it individually, or you can get it like this at MAC. But the LA Girl Pro is a lot cheaper, and you can get that for like $2.99 at the beauty supply. It's like the beauty supply. I think they sell LA Girl Pro now at CVS as well.
Okay, so there we go. LA Girl looks like this, and it's a squeeze. You squeeze it out. You don't squeeze a whole lot, because like this really dark red, sometimes it's hard to cover if you put too much. And you can, there's also a lighter color. I think this might be it. There's one that's like a pink. So if you find that this is too dark for you, because you're a lighter tone, this would be the color for me. You can mix this color with the pink, and it'll change it to a lighter tone. And you can put that around your eyes as well. Probably want to turn so it doesn't echo. Turn the volume down. Hey, Kathy! Another Sip and Make alum. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to start in on this teal I'm going to do. Okay. I always start with my outer. Well, I start with the transition color, which was the orange that we put in there. It helps to blend colors out. Move this out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to start on my outer V of my eye. And let me look first. Make sure I'm putting it right. And it seems really, really bright right now, but I'm going to tone it down. Again, I am doing the bold eye. And Risse is doing the neutral eye. And you see I'm kind of making a V here on my the outer part of my lid. And again, we're using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill, and we're showing you guys that there's versatility in this palette, and it's worth the $38 that it costs. It really is.
And you have multiple shadows.
Right.
And the payoff is really good.
Really good.
The price point is really good. Okay, so I'm sorry.
You could go ahead. I'm just patting. And you notice I'm patting. I'm not dragging it. I'm patting it into place. That's how you get the payoff from your colors, because you don't want to wipe it back off.
Now, like I said before, I did my transition color, which I did like I did a brown. So I'm going to go in with the crease color, which the crease color is going to be it's going to be a little bit darker than what my transition color will be. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of. I'm gonna go in with a little bit deeper brown.
Show them.
Because I started off with this color, this brown right here. So now I'm gonna go in with something a little bit deeper right here.
I'm just gonna grab a little my wipes, just because sometimes there's some fallout. Hey Michelle, how you doing, babe? Thank you for coming on. Thank you everybody for coming on and watching us.
Yes,
we really appreciate you coming out. We thought we might be here by ourselves. Oh, we got 2 questions. Okay, Skylar.
Okay, so they're both from Miss Edie Loving Life. So the first one says, how many colors should you use?
Okay. We'll go back. We're going back to that. You can wear as many colors as you want. You can wear 2 if you want. It could just be the side color, which is usually your darker color, and another shimmer color in the middle. Or you can wear 3 if you want, or if you want 4 of them. It doesn't matter. It's just all about the blending, and we're going to show you how we blend things out. Because at first this is going to look like, what was the lady on that show?
Which one?
It was like, she used to have really dark eyeshadows and it looked all crazy. She just didn't blend, honey. She could have made that like popping if she had a blend.
You gotta blend.
You gotta blend. Okay, so, I'm just grabbing a wipe, and then I'll be back. What's the next question, Skylar?
Okay, so it's from the same person. She said, what color should I use with my complexion?
Okay.
Is that the question we asked with her? I think we got that one already. With the
no, that was Rhonda. Rhonda.
She had dark circles. This one is, what color should she use with her complexion?
That's my cousin. She's about my complexion. So
color as far as concealer.
Right. Ask which.
Which she's about your complexion.
She might be a little lighter than me.
Now if you're gonna go with LA Girl Pro, I know if you're not far off from my color.
Is it this one?
Now this is for the this will conceal out the dark circles.
Yes.
The orange. Now this is for the LA Girl Pro. Like if you have any dark circles up under the eyes, like I said, you can put that on before you apply either your concealer or your foundation. And you can just dab that on. You don't have to take it and put a whole lot. You just want to take it to dab it out.
Right.
And don't get alarmed because you see an orange. But once you put your foundation or your concealer on, you can take you a wet beauty blender sponge. I usually like that because it helps the foundation, either foundation and concealer. It just helps a little bit more spread on the skin. And you just dab that in with the foundation. But as far as concealer color,
right?
What is that? Beautiful. It's a beautiful bronze. Because which color you use for your
LA Girl? I'm not sure. In LA Girl, I would have to. I can't remember exactly.
Bronze.
I know for in MAC, I use NW45, and then there's also NW40.
Is she somewhere in these colors?
She probably is. It would probably be that color to conceal. What is that? NW45, or is that NC45?
NC45.
NC45.
By MAC.
Yeah, by MAC.
Yeah.
And I'll answer what my color is in LA Girl later on this post. So I'll tag you and let you know what color I would use.
Right.
I don't know offhand in LA Girl.
Okay. And like I was saying previously, I'm going in with the darker brown in my crease. You can kind of see the contrast between this eye and this eye. And so when you're going in the crease, Like I said, you can go in like with the windshield wiper motion, just like so. And then what you're going to do is, don't get alarmed if you see it like you're feeling like it's like a stripe right here, because we're going to go back in with the transition color, which you should still have like a little bit on your brush, and you can blend those lines out. So that transition color, you're going to go back and forth between it, because that's going to help you with your blending.
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing right now. Because I'm using darker colors and it could be some fallout, which I did have some fallout, and I already have my foundation on. Usually I wouldn't put my foundation on first, but because to save time, I went ahead and did it, because I like to be able to cover these type of messes up. But because there could be some fallout, when I say fallout, because the eyeshadows are so pigment, which is what we want, sometimes they have, you know, like little drops of powder that will drop down on your foundation. So in order to combat that, I'm putting a little bit of my banana powder, which I would use for my highlight in order to fix it. I'm using that to just put it under my eye, and then I can just swipe it away, and then that'll help with that fallout so that it doesn't stick to my foundation. Just so you know what I'm doing. Not something you have to do all the time, but it helps. It's a way to kind of fix that. Okay, so going back into, now I've added the dark color to my V, which is a dark green. So now I'm going to go in with this teal color right here. There we go. This teal color. Again, I'm doing the bold look, and Reese is doing the neutral look.
Yes. And you can also like do neutral looks. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be all browns. You can do like neutral looks with like pinks, peaches, and still like make it look as natural as possible.
Yeah. And I'm just patting all over my eye. Again, using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which now they are selling in Ulta, which they didn't before, which is nice.
Kathy asks, what color concealer should she use for MAC?
She's probably in the NC colors. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me grab. Let me see one.
Yeah, the light is kind of coming across my face. The sun is not our friend today, y'all.
Yeah.
I've been turning the light, turning the table.
So Kathy may be what's it? Let me see, make sure I got this right. NC 40.
Yeah, maybe try a
NC 40.
Show them the palette. So
NC 40. So
that's on my face. Where is it?
This color right here. NC 40.
I don't know.
Yeah, bring that up. Yeah.
Let's see.
I wonder where this light is. Where's the light coming from there? Is it through that hole? Is it the hole? Here.
Oh, you have NC 45. Does that work for you, Kathy? I'll just sit here so y'all can figure out if you can get it to go away from my face. Yeah, but now we don't have any light. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. We're trying to get this light together. Oh. Nope. Now it's back on me again. Okay. So I'm going to keep going with this one eye while they fix it. Okay. Now it's dark. Move that over some more. Maybe that way. I don't know. Can you guys see me? Does it look really, really bad? It makes it so you can't really see, huh? Oh, ooh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, so I'm patting on my shadow. Sometimes when it seems like you can't get enough pigment, meaning the color payoff is not good, you can wet your brush. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Skylar. Thank you, Reese.
Yeah.
There we go. If I move a certain way, it seems to kick in. Okay. All right. Yeah. How's that look, guys? I know the light keeps going in and out. I was using it, but if you're using it, no, I'm NW. You're more NC. I know it's the wrong color for me. Yeah, I would have to try it on you and see. Cause she's a lot lighter.
She's about like,
yeah.
If she's a lot lighter than that one.
Yeah.
Has you tried the LA Girl Pro? Have you tried the LA Girl?
Fawn would probably in LA Girl. I would try Fawn. Seemed like we put some on you too at Sip and Makeup, but I can't remember. Yeah, this is Peach Corrector. I'll go over there and I'll pull up. I was NC44 Studio Fix and 330 for me by Maybelline. Yeah, you guys. I think Kathy's lighter, even lighter than you though.
Okay, now what I'm going to do, even though this is going to appear like it's a lot, but I'm going to go in with a little concealer and then place a little bit on my lid. That way you'll be able to see like a little bit of the lighter contrast, but it's still going to be a natural look. So usually what I do is I'll take like a little bit of concealer, maybe like a shade lighter than my natural color. And all this is going to do is just going to help the lid color pop. So just take it. Is this back here? Maybe I should bring it back. And I just pat that in.
I have more red undertones. Okay. Yeah, probably so, Michelle. Okay, so all right, so now I've laid my base of the darker green. Yeah, check for fawn, Kathy. Fawn or it might be a shade lighter than fawn, but fawn is a nice color. If you come to Sip and Makeup, I'll help you. Yes, it is much better. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Skylar. Skylar worked it out for us. Okay, so now I put the darker base teal green, and I'm gonna put this shimmery teal green, like just in the middle of the eye. And if the color payoff is not coming, again, wet your brush. You can use
Fix Plus is amazing.
Fix Plus to wet your brush, or just some water.
Yeah.
If you don't want to spend money on Fix Plus, we're makeup addicts. We've spent the dough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just putting it in the center of my lid to kind of pop it out and draw attention right in the middle. Doing it over here. And like Reese said, sometimes if you don't feel like if you're not getting the color payoff out of your shadow, you can put down a white base. We have those, what are those jumbo pencils by
NYX.
NYX. You can use those as your base, or if you have a light concealer, you can do that as well. You have to kind of watch with creasing with the jumbo pencil stuff.
And sometimes if that happens, like with the creasing, what you can do is, which what I'm going to do, you can go over it. Like I usually use like either banana powder or Sasha Buttercup.
Yeah.
Just to put that on top of the concealer, and that way that'll help with the creases.
Right. Or you can use like Urban Decay. You can use Urban Decay primer, eyeshadow primer, which is a really good primer, and you put that as a light shade of that on your lid, and that helps with creasing. If you have oily lids, you'll find that you'll get that line right here on your eyeshadow. That'll help with that, which is what I use.
And just with me putting the concealer on my lid, you can see the contrast. You can see where I'm going with the makeup. And I'm making this like very simple. And this look can be done like in a matter of 10, 15 minutes. And you can see where I put the concealer on it. And then what I'm going to go back in, like she said, if you have oily lids, which I do, I'll go in with a little bit of, it's Sasha Buttercup. It's like a banana powder, if you have banana powder. It looks like, put like a little bit on the lid. And I ordered Sasha. You could either go on the website, or actually you can even go on Amazon and get Sasha. And it's really good. And so usually what I do is I just take a little bit like on a fluffy brush. You don't want a lot. Just you dab some of it off, and then I just go over it. And it should just help kind of set the concealer. And then help with the creasing, so I don't have to worry about it creasing up. Or
I use sponges to put my concealer on. Is that correct? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I use my finger.
You're gonna use what works for you,
right? But use this finger, and I'm not giving y'all the finger. This finger is weaker than this finger. This is your strongest finger. And we don't want to promote wrinkles, so we always use this finger. I'm not giving y'all the finger. And this is the banana powder she was talking about. She has the Sasha Buttercup, and this is the banana. You can get this on Amazon or what's Camera Ready
Cosmetics.
Camera Ready Cosmetics. So, okay, so now I've placed my dark color in on the outer V. I've also put my kind of shimmery color on my base of my lid. So now I'm kind of blending it up. You see I swirl and blend up, swirl, blend up, swirl, blend up. Just blending that color in so it's not so harsh. Just on the outer V. Same on this side. Again, I'm doing the bold look. This is not something that you wear every day, girls. This is when you're trying to be that stunner when you go out.
Yeah, you want to go out at night and just do a little something.
Although I might be at work with this on just because this is what I do, and you might see me and be like, Lisa, I thought you said, but I do it so people ask me the question, and then I can say, yeah, I do makeup, girl. Let me tell you, and here's this card so you can come to Sip and Makeup. So that's why you might see me at work with a bunch of makeup on. But this is not your everyday. It could be mine, not yours. Unless you like me, come on, girl. Come on over to the dark side. So. I know you do, Michelle. You like to stunt. You better come on to Sip and Makeup. And, okay. So I have blended out my V. So you see it's not looking as harsh. I'm blending out those harsh lines and kind of blending the two shadows together. She a stunner. Michelle is a stunner. Yes, she is. Come on, girl. Uh-oh. There we go. We back.
Okay. Now my lid color, I'm going to go on with my lid color. I think I'm going to do something a little bit not too off from what my concealer color is. So I'm thinking I'm going to go between
there you go.
These two colors.
Those are pretty.
And it's a shimmer. Yeah. So usually what I usually do with the shimmer, just so it can give it like a little pop, is I usually spray like a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush beforehand. because it's a major difference. Like if you just going to do it with or without the fix plus.
Mm-hmm.
And like Lisa said earlier, you just kind of pat it on. Let's see. I'm doing.
Okay, so I've added my shimmer just to the center of my lid. You can put it all over your lid, but the center makes it kind of focus. And you always put it in line with your eyeball, because otherwise it'll make you look kind of squirrely eyed. We don't want that. We want you to look like like you got straight eyes. We don't want you to look like you don't. So you put it in the middle. And now I'm going to blend out some of these harsh lines back to my transition color. This is the same brush that I was using with that reddish brown color, the domed fluffy brush. So I'm going to go back in just above the crease, because I don't want to take out what I've already put in, and going into my nose. Let's see. There we go. And on the other side. Let's see. It's like every time I move. There we go.
That little square is throwing me off.
I know, and I can't get rid of it. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, that square is totally.
Technical difficulties. I am sorry. Okay, so here we go. There we go. Windshield wiper motions, ladies, above the crease.
Kind of staying in here. You guys can see what I'm doing. Maybe this over. Maybe this is better. Yeah.
I'll show you the color I went back into. So, let's see. I'm using this color right here in the middle for me. If you're lighter than me, you would go lighter. You could probably even use this color up here, which is a lighter reddish brown. Always kind of a reddish tone, or close to your pigmentation. A reddish brown that's close to you. If you're really light, then you want to go way lighter than what I'm going. Let's see. But there we go. All right.
Now you can see where I'm going with it. You can see the contrast between the lid color and the crease color. Now what I'm going to do, and I went in, like I said, I used Fix Plus, sprayed the brush, went in, and then I just patted in. And what I did is I kind of went into an oval motion. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with my crease color, just so you can see, make it a little bit more defined, and I'm going to go after that, go back with my blending brush and just blend out any harsh lines. So you go back to that crease color, which was the darker brown. I'm going to go back in, over my crease. With that windshield wiper motion. Kind of bring that out, give it more depth.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to make up responsibly. What do you do with hooded lids? When we have hooded lids, we do really the same techniques, don't you?
Yeah, usually like with the hooded lids, if you have someone, because usually like the hooded lid is that extra skin that kind of folds over. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to almost kind of make.
Yeah, you have to make the crease.
So it has a lot to do with how you hold your eyes, like looking down, because you're going to have to, sometimes you have to look down. Like when you're doing eyes, so it's going to be a lot of this looking up. A lot of this down, looking up.
And if you wear glasses, they have the glasses where it's one here, because I had one lady say, well, I can't do it because I can't see without my glasses on. They had a glasses that is one side is up and one side is down, so you can have one eye that you're looking at. Is this drag makeup?
Is it drag makeup?
Oh, we got some folks on here. Oh, y'all silly. Y'all need more. Y'all need to find something else to do. Anyway, we got some little people on here.
All positivity.
Yeah, please be positive. You will be blocked. So looking down, and then you're gonna use your transition colors, and you're gonna use like she has the darker color in the crease. We would do that with those hooded brows, and just kind of give you a line. So now we have this lower lash line that we're going to be working with, because I want to bring some of this green down here into these colors under my eye. So first I'm going to use my pencil. This one happens to be by Urban Decay, but you can use any kind of eyeliner pencil and use it for eyeliner. As long as I'm using black, if you like colors, like I may have even went in with green if I had green. I'm going to use a shadow over it in order to soften the look a little bit, but I'm going to start with a black pencil. Okay. So if you have a pointer brush like this one, where it comes to a point at the tip, and I'm going to go back into those dark colors that I used on the corner of my eye to just go part way on my eye. And what this does is it kind of just seals the liner and takes the color. Okay. So I've just kind of brought this line down here in. Oh, you know what? I think I want to add some color to this. So right now we just have the green. I think I want to add actually one more color to it. There's a purple in here. And I know you're like, what? Purple and green? But I'm using my flat brush again. Just to add a little bit of more color to it. And you could just stay with the dark green if you want. I just wanted to add a little more drama. And I'm just patting it over like a portion of that dark green. Adding a little more drama. Again, mine is the more dramatic, more bold eye.
Mine is a little more subtle.
Right.
So I'm just going back in with my lid color because I went in with the crease color. So don't be afraid, like if you feel like you've messed up any, you have to go back over. It's okay.
It's okay. So you could just go without any eyeliner. You can add some of this purple to the lash line. Don't go all the way across. Just a little bit. Just to coordinate it a little bit.
See how she dragged that down. Now I'm going to go back in as far as like a highlight color. I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm going to use this color for my highlight. And it's like a matte.
It's hard to figure out which way.
Here.
It goes backwards for us, guys. There we go. So any questions so far? Before I go to eyeliner. I use cream eyeliner. But you can use a pencil eyeliner. Oh, you know what? I forgot about my brow line. Just to kick up the brow. Now, I already have it highlighted with concealer. But I'm going to go into... I'm going to use the color that Reese used for... You use this for your lid color, right?
Yep.
So she used this for her lid color. I'm just going to use it for my brow bone. Just because it's a pretty highlight color. And just drag it in there like that. And I'm going to bring it down because it's a highlight color. It's highlight. It's a very pretty sparkly color though.
And you can see with the brow bone color, the highlight, you could either do like a shimmer or you can do a matte.
Yeah. I chose to do a shimmer.
And then I'm just kind of blending out any harsh lines.
So I went across it with my finger. You can use your fingers just to bring down some of the highlight that it had given me. Because I didn't need that much. I just wanted just enough. Just a little bit. So I brought it down a little bit. These are great tools too. There we go.
Now, like Lisa said, now you said you did your liner. Did you? Oh, you didn't do the top liner.
I didn't do it yet, but I'm about to. Or you can leave it like this. If you don't want to add liner, I'm going to add, I use cream liners. Some people use pencil, and that's fine, whichever one that you use. This one happens to be a Wet n Wild one. There's all different kinds, and this is in the black color, Carbon by Reach. MAC has it, has one, and Urban Decay has one. They all have them. And I like the Urban Decay pencils as well. As you can see, I use the pencil, and I could have used that on my top lid as well. So, go ahead.
As far as me, I love like a good cat eye. I usually use liquid liner. So, my go-to is Wet n Wild. I've been using it like for years.
Yeah, I don't sleep on Wet n Wild. Yeah. It really is good.
Yeah.
Good products. Definitely an affordable price.
Yes.
So I'm winging out just a little bit. I'm not putting a whole long wing.
And usually, like, wings can be kind of difficult for people, but I know as far as me, how I do my wing. So I use shell line and make them seem bigger. Yeah. And usually for my wing, I usually start, my starting point is usually like in the center of the eye, and I kind of like sketch it out. So I kind of sketch it out, and I'll wing it out. And then I'll go to the other corner, almost do like a V.
See, I'm watching her like she's teaching me. It's like we both do things differently, so I can learn from her and she can learn from me.
Hopefully you kind of see it where I did. See, it's not filled in. So because I wanted to kind of go up on the angle so you can kind of have that drama. And then a lot of times with liquid, you got to make sure you look down because you don't want to open up your lid and then you kind of mess it up top. So I'll go back in, and then I kind of fill that in. And if you have to stretch your eye out a little bit, feel free to do that.
Yeah, don't pull though. That's how we promote wrinkles. If we pull really hardly.
But sometimes if I have somebody, like if it's natural, you kind of get crow's feet, and you may have to like pull it just a little bit to kind of get in there so it won't look real sketchy.
Or I also, as you can see, I was pulling my eye just a little bit. I'm not pulling it hard. But that makes it so if you're the type of person that your eye is like shaking, like you keep squinting because what we sipping on? We sipping on some Riesling, Marsha. So I kind of hold it, and that holds my lid still. And I start in this corner, stop in the middle, and then go all the way across to the other side. So you have like two stops.
And the thing with this, if I wanted to, I can give this eye a little bit of drama. If I wanted to go in, I can go in with a smudging brush and kind of smoke that out. But I can smoke it out like in the, kind of like in a direction that I went in as far as a cat eye, to kind of give it like a smoky eye a little bit. But because I'm keeping it a little bit more natural, I'm just going to keep it with the regular wing. And then my drama will come in with my lashes.
Now, if you find that this looks a little dark to you, you can go in with a white pencil and go right on your lash line to whiten it up and open your eyes. Like, I know Ms. Speedy said that her eyes are a little small. If you find that it still looks too small, you can go right here on this lash line and use a white pencil or a almost white pencil, and it'll make it look like your eye is more open. Okay, so I've done my eyeliner. So now I want to add some mascara to this. And we're going to both add lashes. Lord help us on camera. If y'all was on for my other little video when I was trying to put my lashes on, this is gonna be fun. And you guys get to choose what lipsticks we wear. Like, should I do nude or should I do bold? This is a test.
Yeah. Because
I got this bold eye going on, y'all. So should I wear a nude lip or should I wear a bold lip? And what color lipstick should Reese wear? You guys pick, and I'm sure we have something in that color. I have problems matching my foundation. When you match your foundation, it's best to use this area right here because you want to match your neck. Marsha, nude for who? Show us you're an alum, girl. Show us you're an alum.
And what I'm about to do right now, I'm going to go in with this. I use like the Define Line by Maybelline. And I'm going to go in and put it on my waterline. So I'm going to do all black. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with like a little bit of the brown shadow that I did in my crease and kind of smoke it out just a little bit on the bottom. So I go in my waterline, drag that across. And the thing I like about this eyeliner,
both.
It has like a smudger at the end, and you can kind of, if you want to just smudge out this black with this.
That's right. That's right, Kathy.
What she said?
She said nude for Lisa. That's right.
All right.
All right. Good choice.
What color should I do?
What color should Reese do?
Should I do a little more of a bold lip since my eyes is more?
So, I'm about to do mascara. You can buy expensive mascara or you can buy cheap mascara. This one happens to be, this is the Makeup Shayla one. That is Colossal Big Shot. I like this one, but it doesn't do everything for me. So I also have Maybelline falsies. I really like Maybelline. Now I have Dior mascara. I might have bought Urban Decay. The Benefits one, barely.
Yeah, I'll go bold, Kathy.
Barely there. She say she like your hair. So you like that red, Kathy?
Yeah, I have to let it down.
Let that hair down, girl.
Let it down in a minute.
Okay. All right. So I use 2 at a time usually. This one, it kind of gives it a little bit of thickness, maybe a slight bit of length, but it's not doing everything. So that's why I like the falsies. The falsie, it does what it says and make it kind of look like false lashes. So if you're the girl who doesn't necessarily want to wear lashes, you can put 2 together, or you can do falsie by itself. And I usually just go across them, just kind of dragging it over my lashes. Everybody had these little teeny weeny lashes, just so you can see them.
You think maybe I could do a color under here?
Ooh, Reese trying to go bold, y'all. What color we gonna do, Reese?
Maybe I do a blue pink.
That'd be pretty. Like I said, you can do whatever you want to do. She can start off one way, and then in the evening take that bad boy up.
So I'm gonna take a little bit of the blue.
There we go. Okay, so I started with the Big Shot mascara, which it does okay. It's cool. And then the falsie.
So I went under with the blue a little bit. And I use this blue right here. That's cool. I think it's so pretty.
It is. That's the same one that I use here. Again, versatility, guys.
Yeah.
So I used it up here. She's using it under
my eyeliner.
Under her eyeliner.
Smoke it out a little bit.
So she went to work, and then she got home, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm about to be a stunner. I'm about to be a stunner." And go on out on your date, or go out. Go and hang out. I'm gonna meet Lisa for drinks, so I'm gonna change my eyeshadow just slightly, real quick. Out. She only had 5 minutes. Okay, so I added some more drama with the.
You see the blue? You see it a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's popping.
Yeah,
it's pretty. Pretty. That's pretty, Reese. Okay, so now that I'm done, I can wipe all that banana powder off that I had put on to keep the fallout off. And
L'Oreal. My mascara is Lash Shop Butterfly by L'Oreal. It's waterproof.
That's pretty. Yeah. Did you show him the bottle?
Yeah, let me show him. I'm sorry. You guys can see it a little bit.
So I have lashes and these are ones that I already wore. So I'm taking off the glue, and I'm wearing them again. You can do that with dollar store lashes. You could do that with if it's dollar store lashes, I don't know, beauty supply lashes, or you can do it with the more expensive ones. If you go buy them from the MAC counter, wear them again, and just pull the glue off so it's not caked on there. Go, Zap. How much does the banana powder usually cost? What was it, like $6?
No, it's probably a little bit more than that.
No more than $10. It was cheap.
And the Sasha, I think I paid like about $25, I believe, for it. Like I said, I got mine off of Amazon.
Camera Ready will have the banana powder. CameraReady.com.
And these are lashes I will be using. Like these are usually my go-to. I love Ardell's.
Yeah, those are really
and
good.
I always, my go-to lash are wispies. You can never go wrong with wispies.
Or the Demi.
Yeah, the Demi wispies are amazing too.
Yeah.
I really like the Demi because it's good, especially if you're doing weddings or if you have quite a few people you're doing. You don't have to worry about the measurements, because sometimes with lashes you do want to make sure you measure it to your eyes. But usually, like the Demi wispies, they really they pretty much fit everybody. I never really had to go in and cut those.
Yeah.
So as far as time wise, I love them because of time.
The ones I'm gonna wear will actually be part of my lash line that I'm bringing out, and the lash line will be called the Vivid Glam. So once I have information on that, on how you guys can get them, then I'll give you more information. But these are one of the first ones that I'm actually going to be selling. So you guys tell me what you think. What you think about them when I finally put them on. I'm excited. I'm so excited, guys.
What I'm doing right now, because my lips are extremely dry, it's always good. Usually I try to do it beforehand. Is put like a moisturizer on your lips, like before, especially if you're going to do like a matte lipstick, or especially if you have something with long wear, because it's very drying. But I use like Nivea. I need to take this label off, but it's really good. It's really moisturizing as far as lips. Take this off so you can see.
Okay, so really, and I'll use Burt's Bees on my lips if they're really dry. The lash glue that I'm going to use is Duo. This is basically the only one that I like to use, and this is the dark color, the dark tone, because it just looks like you just have, it just changes to the color of your eyeliner usually, unless you're using some other color, and then you can use the clear one. But this one I think sticks better than the clear. That's just my opinion. So, just put a little drop, a little dab will do you.
And what I'm going to do with this lash, I'm going to just double check and measure it just to make sure it fits to my eyes. I have to cut it, which I don't believe I have to.
You would cut a lash only if it goes too far into the corner of your eye. So that's why she's measuring it out, just to make sure. It makes them more comfortable. Some of them are just too long. Like for Miss Speedy, if you have smaller eyes, you may have to cut them. And it's okay to cut just a little bit off the tail end, the fanned out end. Don't take it off the one that goes into the corner of your eye, because then it'll look choppy. If you take it off at the end, it's not as noticeable that you cut it.
So usually, like with the glue, like Lisa said, I use Duo as well. I love it because I've had clients. I've tried other glues, and it doesn't quite. Because I tried a glue last week on a client, and it didn't quite last. Because I've done like strips on her. She'll come in and just get her brows cleaned up, and she'll come in and get strips. And with the Duo glue, her lashes have last like for maybe like over the weekend.
She can wear them that long?
Yeah.
I can't sleep in.
Yeah, So usually I like to take like a drop of it, and I usually like to just put my lash glue just on the case. And usually what I do, a good trick, I'll show you. And I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Usually what I do is I found this. I usually use this. This is like a disposable eyeliner wand. And so I take it and I dab it on the end. And then what I do is, you want to look down, and I go in and I take a dot and I go in between my natural lashes. Just like, and I'm going to put that on there now so the glue will get sticky. So you're going to go across your lash line in between your lashes. And then you also want to take some glue. And usually I take that and then I rub it across the lash band.
So I do the same thing, but I'm just using the end of a brush, or I also have like a spatula that I'll use. And I use 3 little dots and let them stick. And then I'm also putting it along the lash. Kind of a tip that I learned from Renee Vasquez, who's a makeup artist. It creates a seal, which is nice. Yeah, this is the one.
So usually I just take the...
Let it dry.
Yep, let it get tacky. And then what you want to do when you're applying your own lashes, you don't ever want to just close your eye. You know, because once you close it, if any glue adheres to your lashes, it'll stick to the bottom lashes, and that's how, like a lot of times, when people's lashes get stuck. So what you want to do is you want to look down, and you see how I have it like in the center, and then you're just going to pop the lash right across your lash line.
With me, I start from this end and go and seal this part to my lash, then the middle, and then on the end. And if there is any sticking, I just pull it.
And you see how the technique we just showed you just kind of pops right on. Mm-hmm. So when Lisa showed you the direction that she put hers in, I just take the tweezers, like I said, I put it in the center of the lashes, and I put it to my center, and then I'll go in and I'll take my tweezers, and then I'll just clamp it across at the base.
Like we said, there's no wrong or right, right way to do it. If it works,
it works for you. It's just like different techniques. And you're gonna learn, you're gonna try it, and you're gonna see if it works for you.
Yeah.
But as far as lashes, this is like the easiest way that we found that works.
Yeah. So there we go. It's on. Feels secure. I don't want them coming off, ladies.
Yeah.
No.
You see that lashes. I need to put like a little bit more on the end of this.
There's no dictionary look to explain how you look. Alright, again. Oh, I'm just shaking it so that the glue would have time to dry, and kind of forming it the way my eye would be. So just kind of pressing it in like that. Again, just placing it, squeeze it a little bit, tap it into place. If there's any glue, you'll feel it sticking. There we go. And it's on. Boom. A little sticky right there. Pulled it. Alright, so now we move on to lipsticks. So what y'all think? We got our lashes on TV. Do you recommend hair glue? No. That can cause, the bonding kind that no, because that can cause eye infections. I don't recommend hair glue. What about you, Reese? No. They have specific glues for your lashes, so I think that's what you should use.
I'm not going to say I've never done it before, but like you don't know if anybody is allergic.
Right.
You know.
Or you could be allergic.
Yeah. So I wouldn't suggest it.
Yeah. Okay. So I am. Thank you. She said very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a nude lip, and Reese is going to do a more popping lip because I have this bold eye going on, and that's best. It's best that you do unless you're like in a show or something. I can see it, but for what we're gonna do, it would be bold. I would go bold eye, nude lip, a more toned down eye, neutral eye. You can do a bold lip, or you can still do a neutral lip. It's up to you. I'm allergic to the regular eyeglass glue.
Eyelash glue?
Eyelash glue.
Because of the latex that's in it. You know what's, you probably allergic to like the latex in the glue. I found this one. Oh, excuse me, my eyes water. And this is by Envy, and they have this at the beauty supply. It's called Super Stronghold Eyelash Adhesive, and I've got this at my I have this in my kit too. For if I have clients that allergic to latex, that I'll use this. Know. And it's inexpensive, and I got this at the local beauty supply.
That's good to know. Okay, so I am using Cork lip liner, which is a brown. And it's almost the color of my skin tone, which helps with when you're using like lighter lipsticks on my complexion, or some people lighter than me. Cork is just a good neutral brown. Or you can use what's the other one?
Another brown.
Yeah, that brown, that chestnut.
Chestnut bittersweet is good too.
Bittersweet.
Yeah. And I found another lip liner that's really good by a company called ColourPop, and their price point is like amazing. It's
we like ColourPop.
I love ColourPop. It's really smooth. It goes on smooth. I really like it.
And I think I'm going to use Fresh Brew, which is a MAC lipstick, and it's this brown. Kind of coffee tone color.
And one thing I'm going to do, which I didn't do earlier, I want to go in and I want to put like a little bit of blush on. And I love this. It's by NYX. I like it because it has like a bronzy feel, and it's like a two-tone. So if I want to go in and do like a little like highlight, if I don't have the highlighter, I'll do that. So do that.
Let me grab my blush. And she's smiling because that
puts your cheeks.
Yeah, it puts it right where the blush should be.
Yeah.
And you give them a nice smile because,
Yeah. So you want to just ding ding. Oh.
You blushing. So.
And another thing. Lisa, what color blush you gonna do?
I'm doing like a reddish orange, which is this is I think it's Raisin by MAC. It's kind of my go-to blush for my skin tone. But I could also do a purple blush, or a more rusty tone colored blush. It's all about how you feel.
And then for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in, which this is just an option. You don't have to. Like if you want to just kind of give your nose, like what me, I like to snatch my nose a little bit. I like to use the CoverGirl. I done rub this off. I don't even, do they still have a Queen collection?
You got to order it online though. Yeah. It looks different now. They've changed the packaging. This is our staple, as you can see. Yeah. We get down the pan on these. Yeah. So quick, but I had to order it online. I couldn't even get it at CVS or Walmart anymore. Yeah. So you may have to send off for it. Mine is
maybe the same color.
It's the ebony bronze, which is the darkest tone, and then in my kit I have.
And usually, what I do is you're gonna take it right. You're going to start, like, what you can do is you're going to start right here at the end of the brown. You can kind of go in.
This is contouring your nose to make it look smaller. Yeah. Thinner.
You're going to go in. And you can kind of bring it in. And this is just like a quick, because years ago, what line? This is by CoverGirl.
CoverGirl Queen
Yeah.
Collection.
Yep, so you just go in. You could take like something a little smaller. I just grabbed this one.
If you're lighter toned, they have, this is the middle tone. This is brown bronze. The one we're using is the ebony. And then if you're like the lightest honey, this one is light brown, light bronze. So this is the lightest tone that it comes in. So it comes in 3 different colors. You know I need that, cuz you better come to the class, girl, so you can practice. You need a practice session.
So this is usually what I try to do before I put on my lips.
Okay, so she does her nose. I don't necessarily do my nose.
She don't need. I have the bubble. She don't have the bubble. My brother used to tease me.
It's from childhood trauma, y'all. I'm like, what nose is she talking about? Okay, so I use it to contour my face. Oh, right, she lying.
Got personal.
My brother, when I was a child,
I was traumatized.
As a child. It's like, I don't see no big old nose. What are you talking about? Okay, so before I put my contour on, I use like a darker shade. Oh, I didn't bring it out. Hold on. 1 second.
While she's doing that, I'm going to just go in and do like a little highlighter. This is like, this is Anastasia. This is the Amrezy new highlight. It's like gorgeous.
She got new toys, y'all.
So I take a fan brush. And I usually go like right here. And you just come lightly.
Do you recommend the stick for what? I'm sorry. What stick?
You want a highlight stick?
A highlight stick or a contour stick? What you talking about?
Kind of see it right there.
That's pretty. It's light though. It's not light. Okay, so contouring. This is the Anastasia contour kit, and it has these different colors to contour for dark skin. They also have lighter tones. This, of course, you don't have to buy it. You would only buy it for your own self if you were not a makeup artist. I have this palette for me and my clients. So, contouring. So why do we contour? First, you put your foundation on, and that clears up your complexion, which is nice. So that you get rid of any dark marks. You can cover up any blotches. But contouring is to add those shadows back in, those natural shadows that you normally have around your face, and create light right here in this section of your face, natural light. So we highlight and we contour, and that's the reason why we do that. So usually I add shadow here, which makes it look like my cheekbone is higher, which then in turn makes my face look thinner. I'm trying to look in the camera and it's not working. So you're basically lifting that cheekbone. And then you go kind of like a 3. You also go along the jawline, which lifts the jawline. Anything that is in shadows will recede. Anything that is in highlight will come forward. So this part of your face should come forward once you've contoured. So that's what I've already kind of done. I'm just showing you what I will be putting bronzer on top of. So I created shadows with like a darker, it's usually like 2 shades darker than your actual foundation. So then I would use the bronzer to bring back warmth to my face and go along where I've already contoured. Snatching it. making that face look slim when it's not slim.
And this pencil, I don't even see what this is by ColourPop. This lip liner, what is this? What color is this? This is Ellery. Ellery. So I'm going.
Oh. Now, I don't have, I didn't get any new toys, but I already had this highlight, and it has a couple of different shades in here. There's like a goldish color that can be used as a highlight, or they have like a more bronzy color. I'm going to go with the gold. And again, just kind of going up the cheek. And you can go down the nose, along the cupid's bow. And just real lightly. You don't have to put a whole lot on. It's just adding a little shimmer, adding a little highlight. And again, this is nothing that you do on the regular. This is just when you're going out to have fun.
And this color is like a purple. And this is by Infallible. And this is their liquid lip. You can get this at Rite Aid, CVS. And this is a long wear. I love this one because it's really precise.
Oh, it has kind of like the doe foot on it, like a. It's cute. All right, guys. Do you have any questions for us? We would be happy to answer. Did you want to know anything about the Sip and Makeup? It is March 25th on a Sunday, March 25th at 4 o'clock until 7:30. We have a lot of fun. We have people like Kathy and Marsha that came, and we really enjoyed them. We teach you how to do more. We do a full face. We have a model, and one of us will be going around. This time it's my turn to teach, so I will be instructing up front with the model, while Risse goes around and helps you one-on-one. And you can ask any questions. It's hands-on, and you're practicing while you're there. No. I don't know who that is. Sorry about that. So we go through the motions and show you everything while teaching you hands-on. We have fun. We drink wine. And we have food, and it's just a whole lot of fun. We play games. There are things to win. There you can win makeup. You can purchase makeup. You can learn new techniques. You can change your look for the spring. So we really hope to see you guys there. And if you have any questions, and thank you, cousin. If you don't have questions, or if you're on the replay later, you can always come back to this post and ask us any questions that you want, and we will answer as quickly as possible. If we don't know it, we will find out, and we can learn along with you. So we don't have a problem with that. Anything else you want to know? Anything else you want to share?
Take it down soon.
So what do you guys think about the looks? Are they something that you would wear? Either one. It doesn't have to be the bold one. Let me show. Close my eyes so you can see the green. Or would you wear the more neutral look? And you can change this look. Thank you. Say both of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't know we had a time. Hey. Oh. Are y'all still there? Because we got kicked out. Thank you for waiting. Let me see. Did it put us back in? It's got 2 people watching. Thank you guys for coming. We thought we got kicked out. Well, we did get kicked out, but we came back in, and glad to see you guys are still here. Thank you so much for coming, and we hope to see you all at Sip and Makeup. Just if you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and we will answer. Or if there's a technique that you would like us to show you, we will be glad to do a live video and show you, or we can show you at the next Sip and Makeup, which is March 25th, 2018.
And follow us too on our social media.
Yes.
Of course, here at Sip and Makeup. We're going to tag our individual Facebook business pages as well as our Instagram pages. Our Instagram is at Sip and Makeup. My personal one is a little long. Is at Insta, INSTA _beauty, spelled BEYOUTY BY _ risse-re, RISSERE.
And mine is at Lisa, LisaMNoble, NOBLE. What's that? The underscore on Instagram. Or you can find me at Vivid Visual Solutions. Either one, I'm there. And now at the Vivid Glam, which will be for my lash line. And photos and website will be coming soon. Thank you.
Right, have a good evening, ladies.
Have a wonderful evening.
Hope to see you at Sip.
Yes, please come to Sip. Finish.